Guys, if you don't have NordVPN, what are you doing? All right? Get protected. Get protected, guys. Listen, you need to use NordVPN for privacy, for your streaming protection, etc. Come on now. Get it. Listen, and best of all, NordVPN has a strict no logs policy. That means they never track, collect, or share your data, period. Your business is your business. So get NordVPN, protect yourself, all right? NordVPN.com/trap or use coupon code TRAP.
Boss Talk.
Subscribe to our Patreon. Listen to our bonus podcast called Boss Talk, where we give you gems, jokes, and our personal stories.
And we got a wider range of topics such as gratitude,
spiritual alignment,
mastering your energy,
and resistance,
and many, many more.
So subscribe, become a Patreon, and become a boss.
I am rocking the Can I Have a Waters. Cam is rocking the Strawberry Mimosas. Emmanuel is rocking the coffees. And it's doing good, man. So if you haven't gotten a pair, go to ShadySideUp.com. Get you a pair.
Welcome to the Comedy Trap House.
It is what it is. Look at this shit, man. That shit post. They gonna be 13
Welcome to the Comedy Trap House.
Welcome everybody back to another episode of the Comedy Trap House. I'm your host, Rome Green Jr. In the building with me, I got Cam.
Yep.
And we have a special guest. No, that is not Emmanuel. Emmanuel is African, but this is not Emmanuel. We have a very special guest. Everybody give a round of applause for Ngozi. How you doing?
I'm doing great.
How you doing? Now, your name is spelled Ngozi. Ozi. Ngozi. Now, how do people pronounce it when they first see it? What are some of the variations of your name that you've gotten?
Ngozi.
Nagazi. Okay.
Nosy. Nausea. No joke. And I'm just like,
Nausea. Where's the rest of
I'm not sure.
Yeah, that doesn't.
I'm not sure. One time in high school, this guy, I'll never forget, his name's like Gregory.
Yeah.
He came up to me and he was like, reporting live in Ghazi.
I see what he was doing.
Right.
Yeah, okay,
and so because some people call me Ghazi, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right.
Gotcha.
Right.
Now how do your family pronounce when you get around Nigerians
so
or other people?
my family calls me Ngozi.
Yeah.
In some parts in Nigeria, it's pronounced Ngozi.
Ngozi.
In Ghana, a lot of people it's Ngozi or there's like Ngozi, but my mom calls me Gazi or Gazio, so it's Ngozi, like
gotcha.
Soft O.
Now, when you see,
that's a cool name though.
Yeah, it is. When you see
blessing.
It means blessing. Oh, that's beautiful. Okay, well you blessed us on the Comedy Trap House. You know what I'm saying? When you see other, black people, people of our color, can you tell if they have some type of like Nigerian descent, or is there a feature that you, or is it really you can't?
Yes,
okay.
there are features. There are features even down to like what tribe you are. Like my family is Igbo, and you can definitely tell sometimes.
So people say that they think I'm Nigerian.
I would go with Yoruba if you were
the hat on.
With the hat on, okay, hat on. I'm Nigerian
because a lot of Nigerian men be hat fishing. So
With the hat on.
Okay, I'm the hat on. I'm Nigerian.
But
okay.
if you were to say you were Nigerian, I would guess that you are Yoruba.
Yoruba?
Based on your features.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay, interesting.
Sometimes they call them Yoruba demons.
The demons?
Sometimes. The men.
Oh.
Because they'll just come into your life and destroy you.
Oh, man.
But they're usually handsome.
Okay.
Well, that's not him then.
Yeah, I don't destroy people.
Everything
okay.
I don't destroy people. The handsome part, yeah.
No. That's the part I'm saying you didn't.
No, I have that part.
Okay. So if you want to be an honourary Igbo, they're very, very great people. You can...
Okay.
I'll make you an honorary
Okay, thank
Igbo.
you.
Destroy my life, but I wouldn't let it because I have some other force.
I want to ask a quick question. Somebody posed this question to me the other day. It's a music question. They asked if the question was, how long do you think Drake has? How much longer do you think his reign has? And it made me really start thinking like. Because he's been since like 2008, 2009. We first seen him in Atlanta at a concert in 2009, and it's 2020.
Right.
So it's like, how much longer does he have before it's like he's kind of out of it? Not saying out of it, but not like, because he a top dog still right now. How much longer do you think he has up there at that portion?
Okay, because of Degrassi.
Okay.
And Degrassi I was in like high school, so from 2004 to 2008.
Yeah.
Or because of Degrassi, for me, Drake will always be a thing.
Okay.
But I feel like as long as he collaborates well with other people.
Very true.
And also he collaborates well. He does have a biracial crossover.
Yeah, he didn't even have to die.
Exactly.
Crossover.
He has a biracial crossover, and he knows how to work with a lot of different people. A lot of people may call him a culture vulture because he dives in and he's from everywhere and XYZ. But I feel
call
like
it smart.
Right.
It's
He's
research.
Smart.
It's research. Yeah.
Exactly. He's smart. So with his smarts and again his crossover with his just who he is and his story and his child.
Yeah. I mean, I said 8 to 10. I said he still got 10.
Right.
I definitely believe this because of the fact she brought up.
Yeah.
He able to tap into every genre of music, and not only does he tap in, he does it great. Sometimes
Yeah.
he do it better than the people in the genre,
And it's tough to stay like,
which is scary.
at the level he is. He's a top dog still, and it's been 10, 11
Right.
years. So it's like I still see that maybe after about 5 more. I was gonna say he may not be top.
They probably said that 5 years ago.
That's what I'm saying.
He'll start
but
playing
it's
that
tough.
like that uncle role. I mean, he put on
because he
Shiggy.
34, 33, 34
He starts putting
now.
on the younger people.
Yeah.
You know, you'll never go away when you start putting on the younger people.
Yeah.
Like remember
Yeah.
Key like
I mean, look at Snoop Dogg.
right.
You kind of got to look
Right.
at Snoop
And
Dogg.
now we
I'm not
just
saying
call him
that he's
Uncle
like,
Snoop.
You said top.
Yeah,
though,
he
like
not-
stay on top. That's a whole different.
He's just a legend.
Right.
Because regardless, Drake gonna be here for
a long time. Yeah,
But
for-
now you saying on top.
I'm saying on top.
That's
yeah.
a
Okay,
whole
if he
different,
continues to work with younger artists that have the on top stardom capability, then I feel like
Then he
you know,
could be on top.
yeah.
Possibly. It was just an interesting conversation. I was like, that's a really good question. 'Cause I'm just not sure because he's good.
The better question now, if Drake was Nigerian, which tribe you think?
Yeah,
he would
where would
part
he
of?
be at?
Igbo.
He'd be Igbo?
He'd be Igbo.
Okay. Drake would be
He'd be
Igbo.
Igbo.
Was there a specific reason he would be Igbo, or you just feel like he would?
Because he's just so extra. Like, I mean, it never ends.
never
It's like,
ends,
when are
yeah.
you going to give up? And it's just like, I mean, I feel like many Nigerians as a whole, yes, that's, Niger, no, they carry last, right? But like, he would be Igbo. It just,
Gotcha.
I can
Okay.
list off Yvonne, like a bunch of us just don't.
So are you saying you're extra?
Very much. That's
Now,
I end
now
up
have
here.
you been extra since you were younger?
Yes.
Okay,
I've
so
always
you've
been,
always-
always.
Do you chew extra bubblegum?
Absolutely.
Okay, so you keep everything extra.
The watermelon one extra.
Extra, okay.
pink
Everything
one?
extra. So from younger, did you know that you were going to be in this realm?
It took a lot of getting fired.
She said that shit so casual. Yeah, no, it took a lot of getting fired.
Listen,
Yeah.
it took.
You was like, I can't keep a job. I'm
I
trying to
can't-
figure
and-
out what's wrong.
So even it took a lot of getting fired and a lot of just like, what is this? Like, bro, why am I here? Like, when I was living in Austin, I was a Lyft driver. And that is when the election came around 2016.
Okay.
And the air changed, and I was like, I can't even drive.
You
Lyft
met
no
us
more.
2015?
I met you guys at VidCon 15.
2015?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I remember.
Was I at that one?
Yeah.
Yeah, we were all there. We were lit
Remember
in
we was
those
in that
lounges.
room, the lounges. We was in the lounges, it was an upstairs little lounge, pink, almost
I'll
like a
find
pink
the picture.
room, like
Uh-huh.
Free drinks.
Exactly. We were lit.
I think so.
LitCon.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was a lounge.
It was LitCon,
Like,
yeah.
hey, y'all. That's
Oh, black people.
I don't know. Was she at the last one we went to?
The last one I went to was 2018.
18. Oh no, okay. We went last year to 2019 when we played basketball.
Was
Yeah.
I at two? What happened last year?
You would have you would have seen us play basketball, but you would have been there.
Well,
The last time I went was when Mike was hosting the Black Jeopardy.
I didn't go.
Yeah,
to
that was the year before.
I
Yeah,
didn't
that was
go- I didn't go
2018.
to that
Okay.
one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But last year,
Yeah.
Eating,
crazy.
So
eating and drinking,
drunk. And
Listen,
hangovers.
eating and drinking.
it took a lot of me getting fired from jobs,
Yep.
and I was driving for Lyft, and the air changed, and I was like, I don't want to be picking up these people no more. Like, you know,
Fair,
and so
fair
then
enough.
I was just like, all right, I'm gonna move to LA. Came to LA. I was doing like delivery stuff, and I was even being an Airbnb host, and then they changed the rules, and I was like, ain't nothing working. And so I just continue like back to the wall. Just nothing else is gonna work. Like
That's how you gotta
nothing.
go.
I
Plan
don't like
A.
to do anything else.
Plan
And
A
I
and
can't
plan
fake.
A.
Right.
Once
So
you find your passion, nothing else will make you happy.
exactly.
That's what I say.
And you'll keep finding more
But you were
stuff.
doing videos in Austin though.
Mhm.
Yeah, so you was already.
I was doing videos in Austin, and then I was like, this is enough. You know, still doing side jobs and
Yeah.
stuff, and then bartending. I was like, my back is killing me. I can't do this.
Yo, standing up too long, that lower back gets on
Listen.
fire. You
Like
like
rollerblading too long.
yeah, rollerblade. Yeah.
Rollerblade for about an hour. That
I
back
can't
gonna be all-
rollerblade.
that
Is
back-
that the one with the single?
That's single.
Yeah, that's a.
Yeah, it's
Can
a no.
you can so you can skate, you can't rollerblade.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was always afraid. I was
Yeah,
like,
I'm not a
how?
rollerblader either. So
I'm more of a rollerblader than
How
I
is
hate four
this?
wheels.
you hate four
It's
wheels.
whack that way.
What? But what makes it
Because
whack?
I have more freedom on the rollerblades. I'm just a better rollerblade. I can do more.
Okay,
like
so it's whack for you.
Yeah, for me.
Oh,
For me, I
okay,
prefer
okay.
rollerblades.
Got you.
Have you
Like,
ever
I'm
done
nice.
ice skating?
I'm
Yeah, I like-
at ice skating.
I
Too.
like
I
ice skating.
love. That's why I like this. The inline.
And that's what's
skate is
weird.
best for me.
I think I could probably do rollerblading because I can ice skate. So I
Why
probably
can
could.
you ice skate?
Because when I was younger, we had this place called Sportsplex, and we went on field trips there every day. And not every couple of weeks we went on field trips to Sportsplex, and they had an ice skating rink, and they made us go out and ice skate.
In Atlanta?
No, in North Carolina.
See, in Florida, in middle school, they turned it into an all ages night. So we go there and be dancing and stuff. And then if you wanted to ice skate, you ice skate.
Well,
So-
since we all talking about our southern upbringing and skating, I grew up in New Orleans, and they had skate country. And you know, I would go there. I was young. I never ended up ice skating, y'all. So kudos to y'all. Would y'all enter
But
into
you
a
grew up
competition?
in New Orleans. That's no. My knees and my back is not the same.
Would you?
No, I'm just a above average amateur skater.
That's okay.
That's it.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
it.
I'm above regular, whatever that is.
I know y'all saw Nelly on Dancing with the Stars.
I have not. I seen that he was gonna be on there, but I did
No, I
not
haven't
watch it.
seen. Yeah, no.
He had confidence, and that's all it took.
I mean,
So,
sometimes
it
that's
was
all you
dope.
need.
Yeah.
But you said New Orleans, and that triggered me because food.
Oh, I'm sorry.
We
I know
haven't
you're
been-
a reform.
No, I mean we pescatarian, so that's perfect
Right,
for us. Like
right.
Po'
I
boys,
cannot,
all the shrimp po' boys.
I
all
cannot
the
wait to go to New
beignets.
Orleans because I'm running through the seafood.
Right.
That's it.
And the
Running through
sodium.
it. Oh yeah, running through. I'm just go ahead and prepare my body. I'm
Stay hydrated.
gonna go ahead and go.
But what I
through it.
wanted to ask you, going back to start getting into content and everything, the comedy. How did your parents feel about it? Because all our parents come from an era they don't understand the internet,
Right.
And then I got a Caribbean dad, so
Bahamian, right?
Bahamian,
Right.
so they don't understand,
Right.
So how did your parents take it when you started doing comedy?
So I
And
really.
I want you to do. I want you to do the
right,
accent
all
of
right.
exactly what they said when you talk.
So listen, I appreciate my Nigerian parents so much because they didn't try to force a career path that was never going to work. Like I'm not good at
Okay.
math or science, so
Gotcha.
anything medical field, any engineer, law, like it's a no for me. So my parents have always known me. I was the person that got talked too much and insubordination on the report cards. I was
Gotcha.
always the person. And so when I started my channel, they were like, it's good. Just keep it going. Mind you, they immigrants. So they're always like, yes, whatever. Yes, go. You can do it. You can. My mom even named my mom even named like
Yeah.
my mom even named my channel. Like she was like GoziTV. I was like, okay, great. So they knew.
That's good. That's
Yeah,
good,
I
yeah.
remember in 2014. My dad, he was like, you curse too much. You're a pretty girl. You don't need to be cursing so much. And so then I was like, okay. So then I made a video called Why I Love the F Word. And, he was like, hey, this girl is such a fool. Like, my parents know me. And so from then on, I started beeping out curse words.
Nah, that's funny, yeah.
Because I was like, all right, well, let me just clean it up a little bit. And it's
Yeah.
better for marketing purposes anyway. So they love it. They want me to keep going now. They're kind of just like, oh, she's still Dash. She's okay. Like
she's making it
right. So I make sure I still like get on shows here and there so they have something to watch when they're sitting on the couch. But like,
That's good.
they're really supportive. Like
That's good.
I wouldn't pick any other Nigerian parents in the world because they didn't try to force.
I just feel like they be smiling when they see you do something.
my
Just looking
like
at the TV. Just
I don't
listen.
understand, but it's funny.
It's funny.
They know their kid. Like they know me.
Oh man, this reminds me of a story. We was in New York one time, and we was making this taxi driver laugh, and all he kept saying, "Oh my god, you guys are so funny, man. That's funny, man." We was making it.
He said, "Tell me another one."
Hey.
That's funny.
That's funny, man.
So funny.
That shit was great. So, since we're speaking of you and your content that you have going on, you're doing something special out here. Interesting. So, as we all know, it's a pandemic. Pandemic happened, so a lot of people are.
It's a pandemic.
It's a pandemic. We making money. You
Right,
know what I'm saying?
right.
And you're a creator out here, and I want you to tell the people. I'll introduce it, and then you can.
Yeah.
So, ladies and gentlemen, Ngozi has started an OnlyFans, but before you
Get excited,
before you get
fellas.
excited, fellas, calm down. I get it. You see her up here. She looking all chocolate and whatnot. I get it. Her OnlyFans is with dolls, and these dolls are doll fucking. I don't know if you ever seen doll fucking.
At that
before.
moment, someone looked up because that's their thing.
They said, "Hold on now."
Dog fucking?
They sat up in the
Hold
seat. Dog fucking now. You were talking about humans before. I was like, I don't like that shit, but
dog fucking.
Dog fucking. I'm back. I'm back. And so yeah, let's start from the beginning. How did this come about? Where are these storylines going? What
Rome. Do
Yeah.
not be crass, guys.
Yeah.
It is classy, upscale doll porn.
Okay, classy, upscale, dog porn. My bad.
They're
My
basically
bad.
doll porn parodies.
Okay.
Because everyone has seen porn.
Yeah. No. Yeah. Everybody's seen porn.
But nobody has really seen it with dolls.
Recently as last week.
Yeah. Recently, mine about 3-4 days ago for sure.
I feel
And they're just whapping away, just it's going away in there.
y'all are ridiculous. I feel like there is a demographic for this. Here's the thing, right? In 2020, you can do what you want.
Absolutely.
All right, whatever you want. I don't want to be putting out my goodies out there.
True.
But I did
Your
want to
Sierras.
join.
Yeah, your
right,
Sierras.
they are. I did want to join the chat, though.
Okay, you did want to join the chat.
I
You
did.
felt you were being left out, but you were like, all right, how can I get into the chat
Right. Because
without being in?
I
there?
Basically,
always
like when
feel-
someone got Netflix and you got their password,
Yeah.
but you ain't paying for it.
Right.
Gotcha.
Right.
Gotcha.
And I always feel like I'm usually doing things that other people are doing ish. No, I'm always doing things within the industry, right? But
Yep.
maybe it's not the most popular. Maybe it's literally very original. And
Okay.
sometimes in this industry, like originality, you got to join the bandwagon
Yeah.
to be popping online. But I was like, no. So after that Bella Thorne thing happened,
Yep.
I was just like, people really just out here.
Just paying.
People really just out here. So I didn't want to put my body on there.
Gotcha.
But I did want to bring something to the table that I knew there was a demographic for. Even though it's ridiculous. Like, if my parents were to see this, they would be like, God.
no.
My only forsaken daughter.
No.
Gossi, what is the meaning of this? But I'm like, but mom, like, you don't work anymore. Like, your house is paid for. Like, Dad, like, what you want, a convertible? You know what I mean?
Hey.
And so it's like they would definitely be like, but they wouldn't have a heart attack like they would if it was me in my
Gotcha.
body.
Yeah.
Feel me? Okay, I have a funny story about this. So I
Oh, yeah.
started it. Subscribe. I'm running promos and stuff. I think it's cool. And subscribe just because it's funny and support a black business.
We watched one episode before the podcast. Not gonna lie, it's entertaining. It's quite entertaining.
I'll tell you this: if you love Team America, you'll love this.
Yeah,
Period.
period. Yeah.
So I have a really funny story. So them demons were trying to come for me here
Yeah.
in Hollywood. They usually come for the most creative people.
Yeah, for sure.
And I was like, no demons, no devils. I know. And I was very new agey. And I was like, I got to get out of this new age. I got to go back to church. So I went back to. I've recently been going back to a church.
Okay. Hallelujah.
It's in the parking lot, right? I was like, all right, I'm not doing anything. I'm just going to go back to the church. They had this guy. I could tell, handsome guy, whatever, older guy, right up my alley. I could tell he was interested in me, right?
He had salt and pepper. Got the salt and pepper going on. Okay, yeah.
Some little
Okay,
entrepreneur,
40.
like
Yeah.
Touch
solid.
50.
You know, you got the cuffs on tuck.
Listen,
you know
on tuck.
Yeah.
And so I was going to the church, you know, maybe after a month he had asked me for my number and I was like, did God send you? He was like, that's a God thing. Oh yeah.
No, he said
So-
Ngazi sent me.
Right.
There we go.
So we had been talking, you know, when we would talk on the phone, we were like, he'd pray for me and, you know,
Okay.
just, it was really nice. And
That's
all.
sweet.
Yeah, it was really sweet. And so we didn't go out or anything. I would only see him at church. I would see him at church, you know, give me a little church hug. Like, hey, how are things?
Little
Blah,
butt out
blah.
hug. Little,
Yeah, and I
okay.
told him, I was just like, listen, I'm coming from the devil. Back to church, so just be patient with me. Like, I'm not trying to do, you know what I mean? Like, I'm just here. I didn't come here to meet you.
Yeah,
God, you know, God was just like, hey, here's someone.
I got it. You know.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
You got it.
And
Sorry, I think we got a package coming in.
right.
I'll be right back.
Ding
I
dong.
got you.
Okay,
It's like we're in therapy now. Just turn to some more.
so keep the story going.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So we were talking or whatever, right? One particular Sunday, I uploaded onto my second channel, GoziTV 2.0. That's like my video podcast channel, right? And I had talked about why I started my OnlyFans.
Okay.
And, you know, I gave the people the reasons why I started it. It was cool. It was awesome, right? This was a Sunday. I get to church, because it's evening church. I get to church, you know, I see him. He sees me. I mean, I guess he tried to act like he didn't see me, but he didn't say anything to me. Says nothing. So I'm like, okay, that's okay. Like, I'm not going to go over there. So I go home, right? As soon as I pull into my house, I get a call. Bring! Hello? Hey. I was like, hey. He was like, do you have a fans only account?
A fan?
He showed his age, right?
Do you have
Only.
a fans only? I was like, OnlyFans. I was like, yeah, I do. He was
Yeah.
like, why? And just starts going on, and I'm like, because I want to, and because it's a different art form that I wanted to explore. It's not me.
Yeah.
And he was just like, you know, I have a friend in the industry that's really high up, and they saw it, and they were like, is this the girl that you said she's a Christian? And that is this the girl that you said that he said a friend, right?
Yeah.
A friend showed it to him. He was just like, you know, I saw the first clip, and then I was just like, oh, I can't watch this. Like, why are you doing this? And I was just like, first of all, if you didn't find it funny, I mean, at the end of the day, is it raunchy? Is it X-rated? Sure, but it's dolls.
It's dolls.
You will laugh. And he was
Yeah.
just like, well, why can't you do clean comedy? I was like, go subscribe to GoziTV.
Yeah.
I was like, I have a place for clean comedy.
Yeah.
I have GoziTV 2.0 where I speak about the person who's creating GoziTV, and then I have GoziTV on OnlyFans, and that's part of my brand. Like, I don't care. It's an extension of my art.
Yeah. Yeah.
And he was just like, you know, all these artists, they're always using their art to do demonic things and satanic things and all of this stuff. God doesn't want you to do that. I said, then why did God give me this gift?
I mean,
Like, why did he give me this gift? And he was like, not to use it like that and all this stuff. And I was just like, you can't police how I'm going to use my gift.
but
because,
it's not like you on there having sex.
bruh, it's dolls.
Dolls, yeah.
It's dolls. And so I was just like, I couldn't believe the conversation. I just knew that I was going to tell the story because, number one, what are we talking about? First of all,
Yeah,
I got an OnlyFans that's dolls
Yeah.
banging each other. You know what I mean? So already it's ridiculous.
It's like if you wrote a movie. It's like if you wrote a movie, you not in it, but you wrote the story.
Yeah.
But I could totally tell that, you know, and it just was never gonna work. In my intro song, it goes, content queen, but my crown's been tilted. I make dope shit, but and then y'all don't feel it and blah blah blah. He was like, you know, even your intro song, you're saying that you're cursing. I said, get you're not about to control me with or control like my purpose and my narrative and all of this stuff through the Bible and through Christ. And and low key, that's why people leave the church.
You can't do that.
That's
Yeah,
why
yeah.
people leave. And he didn't run me away from the church, but I was just like, I'm out of here because would you rather, because, you know, he was, you know, trying to court me for marriage or whatever, right? Would you rather your future wife or your potential wife and the mother of your potential kids to be having her body, her loins and her goods on OnlyFans, or would you rather some dolls? Your whole family is taken care of.
The
Yeah,
dogs.
probably the dolls. That's gonna make sense. You know what I'm saying?
But
'Cause the
we
plastic-
also a little biased because we in it too. So
Yeah,
I would have saw
true.
that like this girl funny.
Yeah, I'd have
this
this
girl
funny.
as fuck.
But even
Yeah.
okay, so and the funniest part is I have 2 fans.
Yep.
At this point, I had one, and I went to see who it was, and it looked like a fake account, and I was like, did you just pay my phone bill for next month? Like, did you subscribe to see this? So, you know, people will have their opinions, and I was like, oh my goodness, are church people gonna start coming for me and all of this stuff because it's dog porn? But on one channel, I'm talking about y'all. I ran back to church. On the other hand, I'm like, subscribe to my OnlyFans. I don't care.
Yeah. No, I fully. Like, out of all the OnlyFans, I fully support you. It was good. It's actually good quality, and it's funny. It's funny shit. Like, everybody, I mean, if y'all got a little extra money out there, go subscribe. It's funny. It's funny. I mean, there's a lot of plastic on OnlyFans already on real women. So
Period.
you might as well.
There's
I
feet
call
fetish.
it DTF, doll the fuck.
Yeah, all the fuck.
There's yes, the banging dolls. There's foot fetishes. There's all kinds. There's people like
It's all type of shit
it's
over
all
there.
kinds of stuff. You
Yours
said
is
there's, like,
yours is PG.
And considering what they get asked to do is even
Oh
wilder.
yeah,
So
yeah.
I hear them stories too. So
Yeah, so you're doing fine.
So I knew I was gonna get pushed back, but I didn't know it was gonna come in the form of repent.
It's like
I'm not.
yeah.
I'm not doing. I mean,
Is does it make it? Does stuff like that make it harder to date? Like when for you like when, are you looking out for a certain like type of guy and like because I know you don't want to deal with that
yeah. I knew right off the bat because previously before that he had already said like I was already kind of dictating my intro song, and I was just like, I make dope shit, like. I do, and I'm not gonna say I make dope-ish for you, or because you stopped cursing, or because it doesn't make me less of a Christian or less of a believer of God because of that. But the type of guy that I will ultimately end up with will be like, my girl is so dope, and I'm so lucky. She's an innovator. Like somebody in my comments called me a visionary, and I low-key had like I wanted to cry because I was just like I see a vision for it, and anybody that I will be with is going to also be like, oh, did she?
as they should.
When people are so afraid to date us, but the thing is, when you are with a creative person, your life will always be good because we never stop creating stuff. We'll never run out of ideas, and when you continuously have ideas, your life you will be taken to places you never thought.
Having creativity is such a powerful gift because even in situations that you don't think you need the creativity, it still comes up, and you like,
get out of the park, a speeding ticket.
Get out anything like just creativity all around is just a great thing. Knowing improv, being quick on your feet, like it's a gift. So people who date us should be, like, hey, I like the way you are. You know
a creative mind is a terrible thing to waste. Like all the people, they're like, man, I should have. Let me tell you something. There's somebody watching this right now. Like, man, I had that idea to do dog porn, man. I don't want to be that person.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
So
have you got any? Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
No. So the whole dating thing, like, of course, people are afraid of it, but I don't want those type of people. I want people to see the benefit of being with a creative person.
Absolutely.
Have you got any crazy requests yet for storylines?
Yes.
For your porn.
Yeah.
Yes. A friend told me as I talk about this, my friend, shout out to you, Tish, she told me that I should do a sugar daddy one with the old with the old man.
Okay, that's good. That's good.
And then the others are just honestly, if you've ever watched pornography, they're pretty much parodies of everything you've ever seen. Interracial stuff. I haven't tapped into threesome stuff yet, but like,
now, are you doing research on the back end? Like, are you going to watch?
Oh, I've done my research.
Come on now.
I've done my research.
Come on now.
I'm not saying that these videos are personal experience, but
she said she just got back in church.
That's true.
Listen,
you know,
listen.
She just dipped the toe back in the water.
Dip the toe.
Still kind of dry.
Yeah. Listen, it's real. It's real.
But yeah, so like sugar daddy stuff, just your quintessential storylines, teacher and college student.
The one that we watched, the first one, does that tie into, or it's all kind of
They're
standalone?
all different.
Okay, they're standalone.
They're all different.
All right.
And I think I want to post them on Wednesdays, like Hump Day. On it's Hump Day,
Dog Day. Okay.
Yeah. So
Man, yeah.
yeah.
I like it. I'm with it.
Thank you.
You're an entrepreneur out here, man.
Thank you.
You got to be doing
I'm trying. I'm more creative mind. Like I'm all creative
Mm-hmm.
mind, and I learned that in this business, if you don't have that business side or people to help you with that business side, it can get really tough.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I was just like, okay, let me see if I could just create some stuff, put it on there, because sometimes you get tired of putting your stuff out for free, or
Yeah, for
you know,
sure.
you have really awesome ideas and algorithms and all this stuff, and it's like, ugh.
It's like,
And it's just like, you know what? I'm gonna make this exclusive X.
Three X's in there. Three X's in there.
exclusive.
Content.
Imagine if, like, back in the old days, you know how you had magazine porn, and you pick up a doll magazine, you be like, what the fuck is this? You gonna read it?
All the dolls just smiling.
Just-
Privacy, privacy, privacy. That's what NordVPN is about. Listen, make sure you get NordVPN for your streaming protection. We all know that NordVPN protects your data and it makes you anonymous while browsing the internet. And we all need to be anonymous while browsing the internet because it can get a little wild out there, if you know what I mean. But did you also know that you can unlock Netflix, Hulu, BBC, and many more of your favorite entertainment website with NordVPN? I bet you didn't know, and I bet you on them sites. Listen, NordVPN hosts more than 5,500 servers in 60 countries, allowing users to access super fast web browsing around the world. So wherever you go or you live, NordVPN has you protected. All right? Now get 68% off of NordVPN. That's 68%. Only $3.71 a month. Plus, you get an additional month free at nordvpn.com/trap or use coupon code TRAP, TRAP. That's nordvpn.com/trap or use coupon code TRAP, TRAP. Get protected. Get your security up. NordVPN.
So, did you see him yesterday at church?
So yesterday, I actually didn't go simply because I was tied up with editing for GoziTV.
Okay.
And I just couldn't. But I will be back.
Yep.
Because he did not run me out of the church.
Oh, I mean, yeah.
He just showed that he is not for me, and I will pray for him and his judgmental soul, because that
Salt and pepper.
yeah. What did they say?
Salt and
What
pepper.
did they say? Blessed are the poor.
Yeah.
I'm gonna ride with you.
I'm gonna ride with you on that. You know, at least you know.
Don't dictate I'm looking at him like, are you gonna pay my rent?
Yeah.
Are you?
Nah, he gonna be like, oh.
He should have did it in person. He was at the church.
Yeah.
He could have had this conversation at the car.
He couldn't face me. He couldn't face me, and he was just like, you're being so. What is that D word?
Difficult?
Difficult.
No, not difficult. You're being so.
Demeaning.
No, jeez, come on, guys.
Detrimental?
No, he said you're being defensive. And I was like, of course, because I'm going to defend what I'm doing, because I know it's not coming from like a
Evil place, yeah. I'm just a nigga out here making a little dog.
Just a little dog porn.
Little dog
It's
porn.
classy.
They ain't even got no lip on the dog.
Listen.
No lip, no dick.
Why was he on that side of your profile anyway?
Let
That
me tell you
OnlyFans
something.
side.
I had one dislike. Listen, low key, he probably gonna see this. Like, he told me that a friend that's high up in the industry said, "Hey, is this the girl that claims that she's a Christian?" I said, "Bro, just say I went to your socials and I saw what you're doing."
Yeah, that's it.
I'm about to say, well, he doing on it too.
Hey, well, brother, listen, Salt and Pepper, if you're listening, hey, she gonna keep on doing it, all right? That just is what it is, all right? Now, yeah, go to church. I'm gonna pray for you. Amen, brother. Amen. Take your salt and pepper on and go on in the room. Go to chapter.
Only advice I would give you, don't leave your dolls around.
Yeah, don't leave your dogs around there. True player for real. That's my nigga for real.
Y'all are too much. I love it.
All right, so now since we into that, let me go to some other porn that's not porn. All right. Once again, this happened in Florida. Florida just be taking taking hits after hits. But all right.
I'm from Florida. Leave us alone.
No. You from Miami, so that's different from Florida.
It's Florida. It's as Florida as you can go.
So I'm gonna read the title.
Okay.
Man shoots doctor twice after ejaculating during a prostate exam.
I got several questions already.
All right. A 59-year-old man shot his doctor after ejaculating while taking a prostate exam. Milo Johansson drew a gun and shot him twice in the chest. The only reason I'm laughing is because the doctor is alive.
Okay.
Urologist, it was a urologist. The case happened in Florida in the United States. The information is from, So since the day of the crime on August 22nd, the man has disappeared. Milo's girlfriend told the news report that he didn't like homosexuals. She knew that, but like to shoot somebody, first off, this is not a homosexual. This is a doctor. The doctor who survived the shots, Harold Smith Jr., said that he had this type of examination for 30 years and explained that the procedure is not related to sexuality whatsoever. The prostate is like a male G-spot and it carries semen. It's very sensitive. So when it's touched and massaged, you have an often almost effortless orgasm. The prostate is only accessible through the anus, and that is not very comfortable for many men. Experts warn that ejaculation and orgasm are a distinct phenomenon when dealing with prostate. Therefore, the man who ejaculates is not always pleased, just as it is also possible to feel pressure without ejaculating. He said, I understand that Milo was shocked by what happened to him, and orgasm meant that something sexual had happened between us with that, but that's not what it meant. He was just very aggressive. He said the dude told him to apologize and say no homo, but the doctor said he didn't know what that meant. So
This is not real.
So the man drew the gun, fired twice, and left. I said, I don't know if this is a real, like, I've seen this, I think I seen Breakfast Club talking about it. I seen this, I said, I think it is real, but this is some wild shit. So let's break it down.
Several things.
Let's break it down.
One, I don't know if you went to if you're gonna do, gay porn as well. I would love to see this reenacted.
Yeah, phenomenal. It's like thugs, and it's a lot going on.
One
like
of my dolls has a lab coat.
Okay, yeah, there we go.
Two, who bring a gun into the doctor's office?
That's why I was like, was it?
You were ready to shoot somebody in the doctor's office?
Okay.
He came in there. If he touched my prostate one more time, I'm shooting him to death. He told his friends that, hey, I'm gonna shoot this nigga if he touched my prostate.
But they say, what you doing? Well, I'm going for a prostate exam.
Let me tell you, his girl, he is hood.
Oh, yeah.
Listen, he is hood. She was like, baby, just do it for your health. Man, all right then, man. I don't want nobody.
Give me my gun.
Come on. That is some...
That's toxic.
That's very toxic. You gonna shoot a man twice in the chest?
You tried to kill him.
You tried to kill him.
That
for doing his job.
Is the type of guy that's like vegan. I never.
I'll shoot you. You say vegan to me? All right, my bad, nigga.
Sandwiches.
I love sandwiches. Here's my beef.
Yeah.
You fully went in there. You dropped your pants. You knew what he was about to do.
You knew it.
And you still shot him. I can see if he, like the doctor.
I'm guessing he only shot him because he nutted.
Mm-hmm.
But he don't understand that's a bodily function that could happen when getting a prostate.
To him, it's like, I'm not gay. How could I just nut from this guy?
Yeah.
Like it.
If I go for a prostate and I nut by accident, I'm like, all right, well, I ain't got to jack off this week. That's pretty much.
He felt that the man. I think he felt violated.
No, he did, of course. Like I understand from a ignorant standpoint because he had no wearing-thaw about what a prostate is and does and G-spot. But nigga, to pull out a gun and shoot a nigga, he could turn around and say, "Hey man, why my body doing that?" Or talk to the doctor. He just said,
he truly made an ass of himself.
It's just like, okay, what is the greasiest, fattest, most unhealthy food that you can think of? What is something that's like, why would you eat
like
that?
when people had them Krispy Kreme donuts with the burger in between?
Yeah, it's just like eating it and liking it, and they'd be like, man, no, but I'm not fat. It's like, it's like a guilt.
Yeah.
But it's just like, it's just what happens. It's just
he shouldn't have
deeper.
a gun
Deeper.
in the
he don't know how to process his emotions.
Yeah, that's
like he was embarrassed.
Yeah,
and when he's embarrassed, he probably just know violence.
Yeah,
Yeah,
That's from the
girl,
hood.
That
That's
woman needs to get rid of him as a partner. That is dangerous.
That's very
Well,
dangerous.
he's gone. As he said, they
Yeah,
can't
yeah,
find
yeah,
him. So
don't
you know
worry,
he
yeah.
ain't there. So
This nigga is sleeping in the shower somewhere naked trying to figure out what's going
now
on.
he's gonna go to jail and really,
Yeah,
and
they
now
gonna
it's
test
really
out the
gonna be.
prostate.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that prostate going to be touched.
because
Oh,
and they only gonna do it to be funny.
It's going to be a prostate of
They
emergency.
only gonna do it to be funny. They gonna read the story. Oh, you the one who shot the doctor. Oh, you don't like your prostate. Oh, it's
come
gonna
here.
get touched in
Yeah,
here.
come here. Yeah, welcome. It's
You
going
ain't
to be
no gun in here.
It's going to be a prostate of emergency now, nigga. Like, let's get it. Let's get it.
prostate of a. Can I kick you
That's
out of
the
your own
podcast
podcast?
That's the podcast title. A prostate of emergency.
It's terrible.
Yo, can you imagine being in the
hate
next room and hearing
A
gunshot?
gunshot. Nigga, you go, what the fuck?
And nigga run out. Hey, nigga touched my prostate. Nigga run out. He touched my ass.
You know you got the cape on it. Also his ass gonna be out. He touched my prostate, dog. He touched my prostate. It's like you and the doctor. Oh yeah, that shit was wild, bro. I read that. I said,
know about he probably it doesn't really go regularly to do checkups
Yeah, I mean-
and stuff. Like somebody forced him to go, babe, just go.
but it's like
Menard."
even right now, as 32-year-old men, they tell us the time is going to come.
Right.
So I am aware that all right,
It's coming.
my butt gonna get checked.
Yeah,
It's like Thanos. You run from it, you dread it, but prostate will arrive, and you got to get it checked.
checked.
The most ironic thing that can
Yeah.
happen to him if he ends up getting prostate
Yeah.
cancer.
He gonna be. Then he gonna be like, doctor gonna be like.
Bruh, prostate cancer is a real. You gotta
Doctor
catch-
can't
you can
even-
catch that early.
The doctor can't even call him back to let him know he got prostate cancer because he like he might come shoot me again.
No.
I don't know. I'm trying to let him know he in trouble.
Was the doctor a black guy?
I think it might. Or it might maybe
Hispanic,
not. Yeah, it might not. Be.
I'm gonna tell you this. That's my last prostate exam I'm giving someone after getting shot for.
Yeah,
No more.
The other doctors had to do that. I'm
No
not that on my list of things I do. Prostate's off.
Do you do prostate? No.
No.
He shot him
Because that's
in the
traumatizing.
chest.
You about to die. You shot him twice. Like pow pow. You know, and the doctor don't know. He told him to say no homo. Doctor, he'll
Honestly, the doctor. Oh,
Yeah,
as soon as he
he
said that,
This
I
is
don't know what that
somebody's
means.
This is
Yeah.
somebody's grandpa,
Yeah.
bro. This man is he's old.
And he a
and
G, he
seasoned.
survived. You know, he a G, but shit, man. Like, imagine your granddad tell you, yeah, you in the hospital, granddad, why you get shot? I made a dude come during the prostate exam, and he shot me twice. What?
And
What?
the girlfriend or the wife is probably sitting in the waiting room like, dang, I told him what would happen. Just sitting there. I told him we watched the YouTube
That was new
videos.
information for me. I didn't know that you could like ejaculate during that. I didn't know, but now I know. Now I know if something happened, like
He felt violated.
it's like my bad.
He felt violated.
Men, but it's just like we're raised with this like we don't know how to be vulnerable, and so then when a
Yeah.
nigga in your butt, that's the most vulnerable place you
Yeah,
can be
and then-
with a finger in your ass.
And then if it was a woman doctor,
Mm-hmm.
this would be very different.
I don't know.
I don't know the way he
reacted, I don't
think he
know.
like nothing in his butt, no matter who it is.
Yeah. He might
I
have
don't know
shot
if he
her
would have
too.
shot her, but I think he would have acted
Oh.
a fool.
Yeah, he seems a little bit wild. Yeah.
This is where my mind goes. Somebody was in that doctor's office that day getting an exam,
Mm-hmm.
knew they didn't have the money to pay, and it took that opportunity to run up out of there.
Oh yeah,
You're like, well, I gotta get that. They start shooting, so
I'm out. He was on the table too. That nigga said, "I'm gone. I'm good. Everything good."
he ran out. He
He said, what about your copay? Fuck that. I'm gone. They shooting in there. I'm out. That shit. I just had to talk about that story because that
I
shit
gotta
was
look into
crazy.
that more. No.
That shit was crazy. Before we go into sports, let's go into the Lori Laughlin.
So Aunt Becky from
Becky.
Full House,
Yeah.
you know, she got
Yeah.
arrested for the USC scandal,
Yeah.
bribery, all that shit. She gets to choose what prison she goes to.
She get to choose.
Headline said Lori, whatever her last name, gets to choose her prison. So she chose a prison that's 2 hours from here.
Yeah.
And it's it ain't no maximum security.
no.
Got all these benefits. It got yoga in there and all that. Like, when have you ever heard someone get to choose the prison they go to? I'll wait.
I haven't.
To be a white woman.
A white woman. Wow.
Shout out to Patrice O'Neal.
Yeah, a white woman.
To be a white woman is just like
I mean, I don't
there's
know.
no end to just it's just never I don't have any words.
Yeah, no, she got to choose. Okay.
Gets deeper. So, her and her husband going. He got 5 months. She got 2 months. They're trying to set it up where one could be home while the other's in prison so that they can be there with the kids so they're not alone.
So more choices that they could possibly
That's
get.
what they're fighting for now, which they may get. They don't want to serve at the same time.
They would look at, if y'all two was a couple going in there, they'd be like, get y'all black ass in this jail.
We would
Y'all
be
ain't-
already in jail.
Already.
Yeah, that's true. He's been in jail.
I'll be sending her notes. Hey, send me one of them dog
Freak.
videos, man. I need something.
They had this one black lady. She went to jail for a while because she said that her kids lived at a different address
In a
just
different district, yeah.
so her kid could go to the better school in the different day. They locked her up.
Yeah.
Like
Not a-
20-something years, I think.
20-something years.
Yeah, it was
Bro,
something
stop being
ridiculous.
naive.
It
20-something
that's what I'm
years.
We
saying.
were talking about a dude shooting a doctor for prostate. You can't believe this.
20-something.
That's why our songs be so like, what would you
Shit.
do if your son said crying on the bathroom floor because he's hungry?
That's funny.
That's real.
That's real. That's real.
Like that
Shit,
happened?
man.
Yeah. And the only way to feed him is to sleep with a man.
That's a dark ass song.
Here's the thing.
That's a
I
dark
never
ass
went to
song.
a school I was supposed to go to until high school.
Me
so
neither.
that could have happened to my parents.
Yeah. Shit.
When I was
man.
18,
For
I
getting
did
the
that
goddamn
to go
education.
to go to the high school I wanted
For
to.
getting the education. Why you in jail? I'll try to get my son some better
You want to better yourself, boy?
Like, what?
I come in there further. All right, y'all, look. I ain't no real criminal.
I ain't no
I'm in
real-
here because I was trying to get my son a better education.
That's it.
So if y'all can leave me alone, I appreciate it. Appreciate it.
Imagine you sitting in front of. All right, look. First and foremost, hey, I see you over there with the tattoos on your face. Hey, you look scary. I'm just
Right.
here to let y'all know I'm not no criminal. I'm just trying to let my son get a good education, and they locked me up for it. So if y'all need, listen, I'm good at taxes and whatnot. So if y'all need that handled while I'm in here, I can help y'all out. But please leave me alone.
I got the plug on some dog,
On some dog porn?
OnlyFans.
Dog
I got y'all.
porn?
And one more thing. Hey, that's the dude over there who shot the doctor.
Yeah, he shot the doctor for the prostate, so he don't like his prostate touch. So I would say touch his prostate.
It's just, but you gotta understand, right? That we're in a place where it used to be illegal to read.
Yeah.
So it's just like
Yeah.
lock them up.
That's
they knowing
actually
too
wild.
much.
Me and Cam put me on the show where this guy had served a 10-year sentence for a false
Murder.
a falsely accused crime. And so now he goes around to other prisons to talk to different people, see what the prison life is like. And man, them prisons he be going to, that
He be going to
shit,
foreign prison, like out.
That
countries,
shit
and them
be
shits
bad.
Ain't nothing like here.
There was one. It was one where I think it was in South. I can't remember where it was, but he had to. He was like, "Where's my bed?" And they was like, "Oh, we'll show you. You got to pick it." So they open up the closet. It's bed stacked up with just pee and all type, just flies and all. It just he got to pick a bed out of there and drag it. Then he gets to the cell and they in there. It's like 5 niggas in the cell. He get in there and they like they start messing with him. He didn't know they was messing with him, but they was like, yeah, everybody comes in here. You have to be somebody's wife. So you got to pick. So the dude looked at. He said, "You gonna be my wife?" And the dude. He was like, "No." Nah. I was like, "Nah." He was like, "Oh, no, I'm not gonna." And he was like, "No, you gonna be my wife, or you got to fight for her." No. This nigga about ran out the jail, and they was like, "We just want to see how tough you are." Because they see the camera, so they wanted. But I was like, "Nigga, that's some scary shit."
Imagine jacking something from self checkout and going to jail for 15.
Oh my god!
The guilt in you.
Oh my god!
Speaking
Scary.
of Africa, I don't know if y'all seen it. They just was it Nigeria? Where was it? Was it
Probably.
South Africa? It may have been South Africa because it's funny that episode South Africa that they passed the law. If you rape someone, you get castrated. If you rape a child, you get sentenced to death. Like I seen that. It was everyone was talking about it on social media.
If you out here doing
I mean,
ignorance,
I don't have any type of sympathy.
Yeah,
but
if
I'm
you're out
just
here
like,
raping
that
people,
right?
yeah.
That sounds like they should bring that to America.
yeah, take them
Here's
nuts
the
off.
thing though. For people that get falsely accused, that's scary.
Oh no!
Because like
Oh,
you never
shit.
know who may use that as a thret to you. Because now they know that you're gonna
That
get
shit just made my heart
I
race.
You know what I'm saying?
Cut your
That would
dick
make
off.
me. I'd be scared.
I'll be
So.
I don't know if I would
scared.
date. I don't know. Like,
That's what I'm saying. Because
Alright.
what if I'm dating someone, it just don't work out. If you leave me, I would say you raped me.
oh
I will
my!
snap your dick off.
Oh,
You will be gone.
get castrated.
Cut it.
And imagine you if you get castrated, then they say, "Oh, you was innocent."
Oh, dick gone.
It's too late.
Dick gone. You can't go to the counter. Like, man, give me, you know how.
Now
to,
I want to shoot the doctor.
look, you know how to give you
Who
all your
did
stuff
it?
back when you leave. Don't forget my dick in the bag. It's in the bag in the bag.
It's
No, that ain't in my
It's
dick.
Yeah, mine
That
big
ain't
in
mine.
there. No, he like, sir, this is yours. No,
No, that ain't mine.
Give me the dick.
Wait, let me see.
Let me see.
Damn, that is
That is,
mine.
yeah. I see
Y'all
mine
air
got the little.
conditioner here.
They got the
Shit.
mole on the left
Y'all
side.
keep it in the freezer. Bro. You must have kept this in the freezer.
Oh man, this
I
look
said,
like
this ain't the way I gave it to
this
you.
ain't the way I gave it to you. Look, little dirty. Who been playing with my dick in here? Who been playing with my dick in the back? Hey,
I cannot.
hey, Zeus, you playing with my dick?
We're sorry.
Oh man,
That is.
yo,
That is. So who we got in the jail, y'all?
that is.
The people in this jail.
Oh man,
I mean, I feel them on the law. Like people that rape
Yeah,
kids,
you gotta-
rape women. Like y'all, the
You can't really have no
bottom
sympathy for
of
nobody.
scum,
Right.
It's like it's
Y'all
just
gotta
that
go.
one little line. The people that's falsely accused
Yeah.
that makes that shit scary.
yeah, can't do that. Can't do that at all. But yeah, she get to pick her prison. So I mean, I guess they gonna be in there doing white girl yoga and all type of shit in there. So
It's a retreat.
it's a vacation. Yeah, she going on vacation. She ain't really.
And then the kids, they worried about the kid. They have younger kids at home.
They in college. Well, one of them in
Oh,
college.
yeah, one of them in college. They in
The other
college.
one maybe high school. These
are grown.
Come on, man, you got money. Y'all can send them to family. The grandma can come.
They got plenty of
Send them to
money.
Uncle Jesse.
And
Send them
and
to
is it
Uncle
okay? So
Jesse.
do you guys think in white people world, right, that
Yeah.
it's shame? Like they're looked at like, oh my god, that family. Because I feel like most. I mean, let's just be honest. With white privilege, there's a lot of like, just throw your money at things, right?
Yeah.
It's in the culture. Do you feel like people are looking at them like, oh my god, Lori and her family?
Yeah.
You think so?
Yeah, because they
got caught.
Because white
Yeah,
people got,
'cause they got caught.
They do, but it's just like they still like, oh, like what
Right.
are they doing? Like, what's
Yeah. It's
oh, their
still looked
family's
down
messed up
upon
over there
because they got caught.
Yeah, that's
Because they
the
got
thing.
caught. Because what they did is common.
Yeah, it's
And they
very-
do it in every sector. Just put him on the team. He can't make a free throw, Jim. Like
Yeah.
just
Just put them on the team. Put them on the team. Like, come
can't-
on. Yeah. So
And it sends a bad message to your kids. Like you just can pay for things to get it.
Yep.
Like you ain't got to work for it because you didn't work for it. That's why she couldn't get in.
Yeah, she didn't
But
work for it.
what message? That's their lifestyle. They don't.
Yeah, I mean,
you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
it's not.
they don't even think that it's like whatever. My dad will just like. They're literally in a different world of this is
When
how
somebody
how
threatens
it
you,
goes.
do you know who my dad is?
Yeah.
Get your punk ass.
Right. Listen,
Hit you in your chest.
that's just the world.
Fuck your dad.
Your dad going to jail. That's what you.
Yeah, that's what your dad is. That's funny.
At least
So-
my dad had the money to do it. Like, what are we even
What
talking about?
what are we arguing about here? So another thing, this week must have just been this was a funny week. So, all right, so there is a guy named Ty Lawson who is a former UNC Tar Heel basketball player. Then he went to Denver Nuggets. Then he went to like a couple other teams. He had a decent career. He started playing overseas maybe like 2017 over in China. Cool. So I was working out on Saturday and I see an ESPN notification pop up said something about Ty Lawson. I just seen his name Ty Lawson. I was like, I'm not used to seeing him in ESPN News. So, oh God, black man, ESPN News, something got to be something.
Mm-hmm.
So I get home, I click on it. And then all I see is he was let go from the Chinese basketball league. He was just indefinitely. He done. And I was like, interesting. So I was like, what did he get let go for? But before I even got that, I seen somebody post that, yo, these Asian people are going ham in his comments. So I was like, all right, let me go to his page. Let me see where it's at now. So I went to his page and I was like, I wonder before I even knew what was going on. So I went to his page and I'm like, all right. And I was like, he posted a picture on September 14th. When I looked at it, it was 8,000 comments. I just clicked on it now. It's 16,815 comments.
So he did something bad.
I said, okay. So I said, all right, let me do some research. Apparently, all right, so everybody knows there's a language barrier between us and China. We get it. You speak in Chinese.
You speak Mandarin.
Yeah, you speak in Mandarin. All right, cool. And this is also a lesson is you don't have to put everything on your social media.
No.
Stop, man. Stop. So Ty was out having a good old time in China. And so apparently he tweeted, on his Instagram, there was this first post that said, Chinese women got cakes on the low. Might switch up my stance soon. LOL. Not bad. Cause in our language, that's she got a wagon. Like she got some cheeks back there.
She got ass on the low.
She got ass on the low. And then the next post was YOLO, I guess, and it's a picture of the stripper in his lap, and I guess they had a mirror picture on the ceiling. So I said, okay, well that ain't. I'm like, what's going on? That's normal. So I go to the comments, and I think they took it as a racist, like she got cakes, like maybe like rice, like. So it's Asian.
But that ain't the way he said it.
That's not the way he said it. And that's what. So now it's a war in the comments between Americans, and I'm in there reading the comments for like an hour. I'm talking about they writing symbols with exclamation point. I can't read it. They writing,
but they going in.
They going. I'm talking about long. You nigga, da da da. And then Americans are in there and saying, "Fuck y'all." You know what I'm saying? You barely can see this post. Probably open up your all type of shit. I'm like.
Did anyone say I'm gonna rip off the tags off my shirt on y'all ass?
Somebody said I'm about to go crease these fucking Air Forces right now and send them back to you. I was like, dog, they are out here. I'm talking, it's a race war. I said, this is terrible. And people in there saying, yo, he not saying nothing bad about the women. He's like, it's
a compliment.
This is a compliment. That's what a lot of people in there trying to break it down to people like, this is a compliment. This is a compliment. Y'all stop. Why are we? But immediately it went to race. Immediately it went nigga. And that's why black people get shot in America. And I'm like, God, it is nuts in there. I mean, this is bad. I was like, this is bad. He hasn't responded. He hasn't said nothing. I'm trying to read.
They suspended him.
Well, yeah. He done. Like he can't play at all. He said because of what he said, he's off the team. He's out of the organization. He can't play in China no more.
No one's listening.
That's what I said. I was like, nobody. So you gonna take this man whole back like he just.
He gave a compliment.
He gave a compliment.
And then also too, I do truly believe that they don't like their women to be looked at in that way.
Yeah, so this person just said, I'm just reading this from a day ago. I am Chinese, let me explain. Ty Lawson seems to be not respectful to Chinese women in his IG story. This post is spread in Weibo.
She's a stripper. What about the stripper?
So many Chinese
people. Not saying she don't deserve respect, but I'm just saying.
So many Chinese people to his IG response and try to insult him. The Chinese say the N-word in comments just to point him, not to the whole black. Most of the Chinese don't know the insult words exactly. They only know this N-word, so they use it to him, but never to be racist. So they don't. And then Ty Lawson said, I guess he responded to this where he said, what I said wasn't an insult. So everybody, he not insulting nobody.
And I knew it when he said, it may make me switch teams. You're not switching teams for an insult that you just said. He gave a compliment.
He was like, yo, I like Chinese. Like, they got cakes over here.
That's wild.
That shit was wild. I was like, yo, this is crazy, dog. Somebody said,
a lot of black women that probably didn't like his comments are like, see, like right there.
People saying your mom has big cake, which really changed my mind of American women. Stop eating bats and shit. Y'all leave us alone.
Oh no.
You need to clap all these Chinese cakes now, Ty Lawson. Fuck them. No turning back.
No.
Did the stripper come out?
They say I love how black and whites are teaming up on Chinese.
Here's the thing though. You gotta read the room.
You gotta read the room.
Chinese culture, they're conservative, okay?
Yeah,
and just because you went to a brothel doesn't mean that you can put them on display because they don't. How often do you see that?
Yeah.
You see what I mean? Like, how often do you? I feel like it's one of those things that's just like, yeah, you will be able to find strippers and stuff everywhere, but it's kept under. And I feel like the level of disrespect, like, we love stripper culture. We let strippers can reach the top here. We don't care, but that's an American thing. That's more of an American thing. It don't apply to everywhere. It doesn't apply, and especially not China.
Yeah. So do you think they're more mad at him exposing this girl
versus
what he said? That's why they're upset.
It's a little bit of both.
It's showing. Here's the thing, right? Black men. American black men, you know, you guys are looked at in some type of way in other places, like, or you know, get that black guy away from her. He's gonna taint her. And so to have, you know, this big black mandingo man, right?
Mm-hmm.
Let's just call it what it is, how they see black men, period, especially an NBA player or a rapper, whoever.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't a good look for their culture. That's not their if you've never read through them on China and like the Chinese, they are conservative as heck, and they it's not what he said.
I just hate that it went straight to like
Right.
nigga. I was like, God damn,
Right.
man. Like my man wasn't even really
Right.
And I get it. I don't even blame him. It was a simple mistake. He probably was just having fun, thinking he giving a compliment like, oh yeah,
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And it just went. But it just go to show like some things you just gotta keep off
Yeah.
of social media. Like you
Yeah.
gotta like you said, you gotta if you over there playing ball for the past 3 years, you gotta be like, all right. And if you ain't never done nothing like that before, you gotta
Right.
think about should I put this up or should I just keep this? You know,
They don't like the imagery of their good, like quiet, docile women in that way.
Yeah.
Even though, of course, we know that strip clubs exist, but
Yeah.
I really do believe they don't like. They're mad at the image.
Yeah.
Because how often do you see Chinese women? I mean, you don't see it.
I don't see Chinese strip clubs.
Only
like,
in Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah, Grand
Exactly.
Theft Auto and Rush Hour.
Yeah, and that's expected,
Hangover.
but I felt like they were very disrespected as a culture.
And it just sucks that it's nobody. It happens so quick. Nobody can go in the comments and say, "Hey, hold on. He didn't mean it this
Right.
way," or it's such a language
we
barrier.
don't care. They
Yeah.
don't care. This visual.
But it reminds me of the Social Dilemma documentary that I just watched, and how the people who program Instagram and social media are meant for things like this, to divide and separate.
Right.
And the one, I think everybody should watch the documentary. It's called Social Dilemma. But the one thing that was said that hit me towards the end of it is like the guy, I think somebody asked the guy a question. He was like, if this doesn't stop the divide and the taking over people's psyche and everything, what do you think would happen? And he was just straight up, he was like, civil war. He was like, because it's always a separate, he was like, social media separates people. He was like, I know, I'm part of the programming team or the ex-programming team that he was like, we're there to create barriers between what you see, what is real. And I was like, dog, this shit. And when I was seeing that, I was like, this
What's the overall goal?
of what?
Why they do that?
Because everything they're meant. They said that everything that they're doing is meant to be. It's like a psychiatrist talking to you, but not talking to you to help heal you, but talking to you to help build something. They're building you so this computer can take and just mimic everything you got, and create a whole separate like left wing, right wing thing. Like, and I was like, dog, this is crazy. Like when I was watching this, like, and they was like, if you notice, all of us, he was like, the people that talk, he's like, all of us in this documentary, the people talking, we don't let our kids on social media. He's like, why is that? Is we know, like
Right.
we know what it's doing, like suicide rates here.
Now,
and
is it a certain age or this forever?
a certain age as far as what?
When they would let their kids use social media. or not.
They say about 16, 17. He said even that's kind of, he was like, but 16, 17, but he was like, there's kids 9 years old that are seeing, these bodies, and they're
Yeah.
going in the mirror and looking at each other, and then now they're committing suicide because
Yep.
they don't feel like they're enough. And he was like, that's what these things, he was like, I don't think it was a purposeful thing when we first started. It was more so I just wanted to get information. But
Right.
as it grew and we started to realize, like, oh, like people are liking this. He's like, the like button was meant to be like, oh, a friendly, like, hey, I like that. Not to have people
Validation.
Yeah,
not for validation.
yeah, not for validation. Like, not for people to be out here. It's a really good
Yeah,
documentary.
we talk about this a lot in this house.
Yeah.
When we say social media is still new, so we don't know the overall effects,
Yeah.
and maybe till 50 years
Yeah.
from now, we won't know.
Yeah,
they
but
said-
we know we're starting to see them.
I mean, definitely starting to see
Oh,
it.
the first signs of it, but we
Yeah.
don't know the overall, because I didn't get my first phone till 9th grade.
Yeah,
Right.
Yeah.
Kids now have
They got
phones
phones
in
early.
first grade,
Yeah.
iPhones, know how to use
Know how to
it
get
perfectly.
beat.
So no telling what they gonna see.
Yeah.
I've been on, started the channel in 2008, and there was a point in time where YouTube was paying all my bills, you know what I'm saying? And then years on later, trickle things started
Yeah.
changing, get a little older, and so that has messed with my psyche and stuff, because trying to keep up with all these new things. And it's so funny because we put out all this stuff we tell on ourselves about just like how we are as a people, and then they take all that data and then sell us stuff. They're just like, oh, this couple right here is getting all these likes. I feel like every time I get on social media, they're telling me that I need to be engaged right now. My husband needs to look like this.
What's cool about the documentary is they kind of do that. What they're showing is like they go inside of the social media, and there's like 3 guys in there, and they're following one guy. And so when the guy seen when him and his girlfriend broke up, and he tried to get off social media, the people would send like, let's send a notification that his girl is with a new dude. And so then the notification pops up. Of course, you look at it, and now he's back on his phone. But then he's like, all right, we got him. Now let's send him an ad about da-da-da. He's like, that's what we said. We're just on there to pay for ads for other companies. It was like, oh, this shit is breaking this shit down crazy. I was like, this is a good documentary. But everybody should watch it.
All of them are dead now.
All
of them are dead
If they
now.
started coming up missing, I'd be like, oh, shit.
All of them are dead now.
Do y'all
You
ever
messing with
think
big
about
business.
your exes and like the fact that they're never gonna not ever like you're always gonna be in their we're always gonna be in their sphere? Do y'all ever think about
Like,
that?
how? What you mean?
Like-
You're going to be a millionaire, you're going to be.
I mean, you know,
You know
and with
what I'm
that, yeah, we gonna.
yeah, you know.
Yeah,
you already know who it
right.
is.
Because you might do an ad that runs in the Midwest. Or you're just scrolling
Yeah.
and then you did a promotion and it's just like, so sometimes, you know, and the more you do and the more like people gonna see me on here like, dang, I thought I unfollowed her. I'm right here.
And now
run.
and then more people going to follow you and maybe share that
Exactly.
and that,
And so it can be really toxic for the exes. Like, I don't really care. Like, but yeah, it's those type of things too, you know, just like you can't even escape like your past sometimes.
Yeah, that's real.
Well, that's
yeah.
more of a question for them.
It is.
'Cause, you know,
It
I'm
is.
not gonna see
Yeah.
them how
Yeah.
they may see us or something.
Yeah.
So that's more
Or
of a question
simply
for them.
just somebody you would rather not want to see, you know,
Yeah,
just
all
even if
the
it's
time,
not a
yeah.
significant other, just like somebody that maybe did you dirty or like someone that was super toxic in your life and you're just like, I just want to escape this person as a whole, but they're on this ad, they're on this one, you're trying to watch a YouTube video on healing and they booked the ad,
booked the ad, and there
it's
they go.
you talk about, are you trying to heal?
Well, guess what, bitch? You ain't healing because
You
I'm
ain't
here.
healing today?
I tapped your social media.
Right.
But yeah, that shit's crazy. But I was like, man, I hope he get there. But now, because he can't play, because he had some off the court issues too. Ty Lawson Day, where he or like some drinking stuff, and he went to therapy. But I don't think he can play in Europe, and I don't think the NBA. He might could get back in the NBA, but China said he done over
I
there.
hope
So I
he
was like,
goes to
damn.
therapy and seeks what he needs because for your life to be ripped away, you know
Real
how many people want that spot?
Yeah. And he probably getting paid over there. He was balling. They said he was averaging good amount of points.
some
And-
fool-
Stephon Marbury went and redid his whole career.
yeah. So yeah.
I've been kind of moving a little more in silence with like my moves on social media
Yeah.
because people may not support publicly, but they're watching your stories and screenshotting.
sure.
You know, they're
For sure.
watching your stories, they're screenshotting, and they're waiting for that moment.
Something. Yeah.
Yeah, they're
Something
waiting
like
for
yeah.
that. So it's just like,
That's a sad life.
That's
though.
sad.
Like
That's
you
like-
just be like, even as the person that goes and argues in like comments and this I see friends that's just constantly arguing online. I'm like, you're not gonna win. No one wants to look bad in the public eye, so
Not
they ain't
gonna
gonna let you say you're right.
Yeah.
No.
So it's an
a
endless,
back and forth,
it's
yeah.
an endless argument that has nowhere to end. It's
And then
pointless.
you don't want to risk you looking stupid because you saying it's like it's a lot. It's a lot.
people that usually argue in the comment section, they're not doing this. This is where
Yeah.
you can put all of
Yeah,
your
your opinions, let them
Yeah.
out, and then
That's
do
true.
it.
Just therapy. For
Yeah,
me.
that's great. Yeah.
same.
It's great. Real quick before we go to the last subject, I just want to shout out.
I got a funny question.
Oh, go ahead.
If you ever had a bad day, you're stressed, did one of your doll videos, and you made the dude just tag the girl up extra. Get the stress out.
I ain't playing with you. I ain't playing with y'all, but I am gonna do the doctor one. So if you guys want, I'm
No, you should
literally-
definitely do that. That's-
So hey, y'all have to
hilarious.
subscribe
Yeah,
to the
y'all gotta-
OnlyFans
Let
to
role
see it.
play one of the guys, the voices.
Like, oh,
No,
yeah,
seriously.
You touched my prostate here.
Let me be the other dude in the other room.
Listen.
Hey, they shooting out there.
Hey, you just put it out to the universe. I'm gonna shoot it, send y'all the footage, and now it's official. You guys heard it first.
I'll do that shit funny.
You guys heard it first.
That shit is
Hilarious.
Funny, dog.
We'll do
I'll
voiceover.
do
That's
voiceover. That should be funny. Hey, they
hilarious.
shooting over there.
They shooting out there.
Hey, you trying to touch my ass, dog?
Hey, start up the car. We gonna make a run for it.
His girl was there though, right? And
No, I think she was at home. I think she
Okay.
was at home. I don't think she was
Okay, I
there.
thought she was in the waiting room. Like, baby, I told you.
If she was in the waiting room,
Imagine when he get home, come rushing in. How your exam go? Baby, I shot the doctor. You shot the doctor for what? He made me come. I told you I didn't want to come. Now I got to pack a bag. I'm out. Like,
what?
She's so confused.
Yeah, she's so confused.
You know he in Jacksonville.
She not confused. She knows.
I mean,
that
she
he's
knows,
unhinged.
but this nigga said she knows she in Jackson.
You know he in Jacksonville. He ain't go far.
That's
he in Jacksonville.
funny. He had his grandmama house eating greens right now.
Man, grandma, he touched me.
Touch me, baby. I'm gonna fix you this plate of greens. That's gonna touch your soul.
Yeah.
And you know you got one cousin, man. I feel I would do the same. Exactly.
Exactly,
See?
yeah.
Everyone out here talking about shit.
Ray, shut up. That's why you was in jail already. Grandma, I'm down. You always gotta bring this shit up.
Yeah, I'm used to it, bro. What?
That's funny.
Real quick, I want to shout out the Come Up series. I want to shout out. It's a series about pretty much about stocks and trading options.
Got shirt on right now.
He got the shirt on right now.
I didn't know he was gonna do that.
Yeah. I want to shout out to him because Cam was telling me he's having a conversation with one of the members of the Come Up series, Jolene, and she basically dropped the gem that we want to share, which is basically like you can start wherever when it comes.
Well, we let her save her gem.
Yeah, but I'm just saying. I can take it. You start wherever when it comes to stocks. I feel like wherever you want to start there. You know what I'm saying? Whether you got $50 or $100 or $200, start there. Because a lot of people ask us about starting stocks and stuff like that. So I just wanted to say that for anybody who's gotten into stocks. I don't know if you have.
I would like to.
Yeah,
It's your typical person that's like, I want to, but
Yeah.
I want to know. Wait,
No, for sure.
Yeah.
It
takes
takes a little bit of time, but once you
Been
get into
in
it,
for 4 months now.
yeah.
So
Once you get into it, you good to
Start
go.
getting it.
Okay.
So, but yeah, I just wanted to say that. But we're gonna finish up with some a little bit of sports talk here. Do you watch sport? Anything?
I watch sports sometimes.
So no.
Yeah. I mean, I used to when things were different. Now I
Gotcha.
just don't. You know what I mean?
Gotcha.
Things kind of just like whoa.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, we just.
I know. But I played on this.
I just want to talk about two things. One, the Lakers, and then you of course you want to say your comeback deal.
Well, I'm
yeah.
a big Dallas Cowboys fan,
yeah.
so I'm happy we won yesterday. It was a huge comeback,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm still thinking about this goddamn doctor situation. So my mind is already just in this stripper situation, so we can talk about that another time.
But I do want to say the Lakers. There's nothing. It's not necessarily the Lakers game I want to talk about. I want to talk about the feeling of hitting a last second shot because that's what happened last night. They hit a last second shot to win, and I was like, what's the equivalent to hitting a last second shot in regular life that you feel like you.
When you get more on a check than you expected, a check came in faster than you thought.
Okay,
no.
that's
Back in college when you were about to fail this class and that final came through
and you was
and
like,
you got
a point
or you had to just do some little extra credit or do a little extra credit. She'll tag on that 5 extra points. But you failed the test, but that 5 points pushed you through. Listen, right before Christmas break, and you're like, I don't want to retake this class next semester in the spring. I don't. Hit.
That's a last second shot. Yeah, that's good. When you not sure how much on your card at the grocery store, and you go to swipe it, so you think you like, please just go and they say, all right, accept it.
I always check.
No, for sure. But the times where you didn't check, you be like, all right, well, let me just do it. oh God, that go through. But yeah, last second shot feelings are just great feelings.
When you
overall.
lost and your phone about to die, but you. Y'all know what I'm talking
when
about.
When you lost and your phone about to die.
With your phone about to die, but then you start getting in an area where it looks more familiar. You're like, oh yeah, you finally get to your friend's house, you could charge it.
Yeah, you
Listen.
need that. That's a good one. Are you good with directions?
No.
No,
My phone cannot die. I will get lost in a circle. My phone cannot die and me be trying to go somewhere. I would literally just sit there and be like, well, this is where it ends.
I got one more.
Yep.
When you park somewhere sketchy and you come back and your car's still there and it wasn't towed.
Oh yeah.
Or no ticket.
That's or no ticket.
But I'll take a ticket over tow.
Oh yeah. Ticket over tow for sure.
Because that's towing shit.
Yeah.
I've never been towed. I came out of a bar one time and I was about to get towed and I just started crying immediately and holding my car. And it was so ridiculous. The guy was like, all right, man, just come on, man.
See, y'all got superpowers, man.
Yeah.
Y'all can break them tears.
I would
And
have
I
to
was
shoot
looking
him.
cute
Yeah, you'd
too.
have to shoot
I would
him
have to shoot him
twice.
like the doctor said.
Oh, okay. In college, my sophomore year, the very stressed out Caucasian student at my university
Tell me that.
was so stressed out. His car was getting shot and killed, the tow truck driver.
It's a girl.
This was a man,
Oh.
a white male,
So now he got life.
and killed him. because he was so stressed and his car was about to get towed.
Shit,
you know, you're in
man.
college. You don't have money. You got cafe money, kind
But
of.
to shoot a nigga over like what is up?
Where you get the money for the bullets?
You did something. You got it. I'm like, that sucks, man. This tow truck just doing it. He's just trying to
doing
do
their
it, doing their job. You gonna shoot my man, and you know he didn't see it coming. No, he didn't see it coming.
Tow truck drivers and ticket police.
That's a risky job.
They're risky.
Yeah, that's
they're
a risky
really
job.
risky.
Yeah.
You're messing with
people. People be upset. I've had my car
money.
towed, and I get that I'm upset, but I don't blame nobody. It's like I probably figured I was in the wrong spot, and I go, but they be making money. They make money. We seen the wildest shit last July where we was at the beach, and it's areas where they tell you not to park, but people was lined up. Let me tell you, I've never seen so many cars get towed. I'm talking about
They came 5 at a time.
5 tow trucks deep. Just,
Listen, I got
people was running from the beach.
I got
to
a
the-
ticket over
to
there.
the
I know where y'all are talking
was it
about.
Was it Doc Wilder?
I got a ticket over there 2 months ago.
That's better than being told.
Oh, yeah,
better than being told.
I'll
Better than being
gladly
told.
take that ticket over
Better.
a tow.
Definitely better than being told.
Because where are they taking it?
Yeah, now you gotta figure all that out.
How you getting there?
How are you getting there?
I'm talking about people was taking off from the sand trying to get
And then
up
they
there.
say we need your insurance or whatever your papers
It's in
in the car.
And
We
also,
can't let you go to the car.
I don't have insurance. So, I mean, I do in real life.
Yeah.
But, like, I know
some
people
people- yeah,
out here in
for
Cal
sure.
riding with their Florida plates and no...
When you black, you need everything right with your car. Don't have nothing off of you. You don't need no reason to get stopped.
No.
You don't need not one reason to get stopped because you don't know where it's gonna go. White person get stopped. You're like, all right, you're gonna get stopped. Us, we get stopped. We don't know what. We might have to step out the car.
Right.
I ain't trying to deal with none of that shit. Just have everything and don't let you have no registration. Oh
You ain't
God.
gonna be in a jail with the guy
Oh yeah.
with all the weirdos.
Yeah. And the same dude gonna be up there talking, bro. I'm just here. I try to give my son an education. I know you just had a little tow truck situation. I get it. And you, sir, you shooting people.
I was just at Doc Wilder. Maybe I should have docked my car somewhere else because I was wilding.
I was wild. I should have been out there. I'm sorry. But before we get out of here, give it to people where they can find you. Tell them what you got going on.
Yeah, so I'm going to be going on a podcast tour. Thank you guys are my first stop. Basically talking on different podcasts about just like creating and my OnlyFans.
Yeah, for sure.
You can subscribe to GoziTV here on YouTube. GoziTV 2.0 is where I sit down and actually do this as well. And I'm on Instagram, Twitter, GoziTV, and Gozi the Great is my personal Instagram if you care to see
the OnlyFans.
thirst trap sometimes. The OnlyFans is GoziTV. Yeah.
Okay. Well, listen, y'all go check.
And I'm coming at you guys for the voiceover, so
I mean, let us know. We here.
some ridiculous
We
because
here.
it's not that one wouldn't actually be porn,
That's because that's funny.
right?
That's just a funny ass story.
I mean, you can make him the dude
Exclusively.
leave after, like, maybe the doctor and getting sucked up by the
Oh,
nurses because they feel bad.
it's gonna be a whole because right now on GoziTV I'm doing parodies like I just dropped a Cardi B versus Candace parodies. So I'm doing dolls on GoziTV right now, but the exclusive doll stuff is gonna be on there, and the whole thing is gonna be played out with that.
I
scene.
fuck with it. I fuck with it.
So yeah.
Well, yeah, y'all go follow her, check her out. Make sure you give her some
Subscribe
love.
to that OnlyFans.
Subscribe to OnlyFans. Subscribe to her YouTube. Everything. And yeah, remember we have a new story coming out this week, so look out for that. Of course, submit your questions for this week's Couch Chronicles. And yeah.
Last question before we got here. What would your mom say if you brought him home? What would you think she would say about him?
Fine boy. She'd be happy.
That's good. That's good. Will she make me a plate when I get there?
Yeah, she'd be happy.
When you going back home?
What would your dad say?
My dad would be like, okay, because
Okay.
What's it gonna be this time?
my dad, I would give him the resume, and he'd be happy.
Gotcha,
Like you guys,
okay.
let me tell you, y'all do good. I wouldn't be, there's some people. What's that? But they'd be happy.
Okay.
My parents
That's
are cool. I have cool Nigerian parents.
Good.
Very cool.
Do you we didn't talk about food. Let me talk about food real quick. Do you make Nigerian food?
I know how,
You know how, but you don't.
But honestly, I don't make it so much for myself because it's better when it's more of a feast with a
Gotcha.
lot of people.
So so if it's for example, if you were to come to our house and me and Cam was here, like that would be something you
I
would
don't
be.
know where you going, but I like where you going.
That would be something you would be down for.
yeah, for like a Yeah, am I getting swindled? to
No,
make
I'm
some-
just asking- I'm asking questions,
No,
you
no,
know.
but like for more than myself, yes, I would.
Gotcha.
I could cook Nigerian food, but just like by yourself.
Got you. Like, what's your schedule usually like?
Yeah,
like,
you know, sometimes I'm busy.
Okay,
Busily bored and just just
Okay.
doing, between the dolls and
I
the,
think
I
you-
say this. I say that when you come over for us to do the voiceover,
Yeah,
that could be a perfect day.
we got a kitchen. We got a kitchen. I mean, yeah.
I just cleaned it yesterday.
Yeah. Listen, matter of fact, I mean, if you let us know before you come, I'll go get the
and
groceries.
y'all
like-
eat food, right?
Yeah, we eat food.
As long as it's in my dietary,
Yeah,
Okay, great.
Cool. All right, so yeah, there we go.
We'll work something out a little bit. Yeah, 2020.
Little Joe Loft.
Little Joe Loft.
Little Joe
Joe Loft in the loft.
Little Joe Loft in the loft.
Joe Loft writes in the loft.
All right, y'all. That's a good podcast for two Nigerians that live in the loft. Joe Loft in the loft.
Joe Loft the expectations.
Joe Loft the expectation.
Y'all didn't fall off. Y'all Joe Loft.
Y'all Joe Loft.
What is the meaning of this?
All right, man. We out,
We're
man.
idiots.
We love you guys. Thank you for tuning in to another episode of Comedy Trap House. We'll see you guys next week. Peace. Peace. Peace.